Hello Ratbags, it's Jade, welcome to an Assassin's Creed guide. Today, again, continuing the series where we hunt down the Zealots. This one's fairly easy in East Anglia. Obviously the power level's only 55. I'm at this stage like 167, 169, maybe a bit higher. I've been trying to do these underpowered, but it's getting to the point now where I'm just finding them out in the world and they are the level that they are. Anyhow, this is in East Anglia, as I said. That's the location of it, just there towards the south of East Anglia, inside this forest area, patrolling around. Pretty much just head east from Grantsbridge main city and you'll find it. Honestly, if it wasn't for the addition of some errant wolves, I think Wuffa would have been super easy. They complicated things a little bit, as you'll see. But you can see he is a spear carrying one. And these tend to be easier anyway. It's usually only the ones that have got shields on them. That's when you're in trouble. Like, that's when it's going to take a long time. So I just carried on using my special abilities to knock him down. You can stomp on him when he's down as well, which I don't think always happens with some of them. And then you can just avoid his big, huge swings. Now, he does do 2 or 3 in quick succession, and he's got the lunger and then the swing rotating, so it's 3 swings. Be careful if you manage to avoid the first one. He's also got some flaming traps as well, and again, so you might want to make sure you've got plenty in evade. And he's got a fire spear. Now all that, you would think he was massively OP. He did take me down, no doubt about it. I hadn't fought one for a while, so maybe I was getting a bit too cocky, but I'd already whittled his health by about 30% already. And here I go, holding L1 with my dual wielding axes, my favourite method. I know you guys have been saying use the other cheesy method of firing or catching anything he throws at you, but if you're close range like me, he's not going to throw anything at you, so you've got to come up with some other ways. You've also got to have the quick evade perk, pretty much being able to slow down time while you're dodging. And this is where it got a bit more interesting, because we upset a gang of wolves and it was literally just a case of me fighting them. Well, it's interesting that they also attack the NPCs, and the NPC wasn't that bothered about them, but they do occasionally attack them. So yeah, I was kind of grateful. Well, not really, because it kind of just attacked me, but there you go. Wuffa is nearly brown bread, and it's going to be a very short video, this one. But that's what I'm doing. I'm showing you every single zone, every single location, and then I'll give you a rundown of anything you need to know in a big video talking about overall tips for fighting all of them. I'm sure some stuff may get patched out in the future, so some of my methods, maybe they'll do a bit more to interrupt when you're spamming the L1 button, etc. But at the moment, I feel like it is almost legit, as still there are some zealots that are still a bit tricky and troublesome with that method. But yeah, I kind of think they will probably patch that a little bit. So let's finish the story off and let's see what he's got to say for himself.
Viljalaus, now you die.
My sword is lost, floating down a creek. I shall follow till I dance again, or drown.
And that is the end of Wuffa. Obviously, if you don't know about the rewards for some of this by now, if you get rid of 6 of these or get hold of 6 medallions, I do believe that unlocks the ability to have the poison tipped arrows ability as well as poison weapons. So it's pretty good, it's pretty decent to have. You have got to complete the main parts of the early story, like basically London, where you go and take out 3 of the targets that are part of the story, and that also contributes to it too. And then afterwards you will get upgrades for them abilities every time you hand in the amount of medallions that he's asking for, hey, from back at your Assassin's Bureau in your settlement. So I think after that it was 9, I got an upgrade to the poison arrows, and then obviously the next one after that I've got to get 11 medallions. So quite a lot, but there's plenty of zealots still around and plenty of marks as well. You'll pick up loads of clues while you're still doing the main story, so don't worry if not any of them are popping up. As long as you start going through more of the regions and stories, you'll come across so many clues, and eventually loads more of the marks and the zealots will be revealed to you. So, hope you found this useful. Go and check out the other videos I've done. The airline is blowing up still. Fantastic views on that one, so thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you ratbags later on.